You got to make them work and earn and go through the pain to get that money so that they appreciate it. People are like, well, you wouldn't know, Rod. That's not how things work. What about all the millions and billions and quadrillions of people out there that are getting assistance and need it? If there's millions and billions and quadrillions of people out there that need assistance, then we fucked up. That government cheese, I hate it. I hate you, government, and the cheese. I hate it because you don't really figure out who really needs that cheese. You give it around, your checks and balances are all fucked up. People show up for interviews just so that they could keep getting government assistance. Somebody denied a job from me, saying that if she makes this amount of money, she's making too much money. I'm paying her too much. If she makes this amount of money, she'll be taken off of Social Security or something like that.
Oh, the insurance thing, is that what you're talking about? The life or the health insurance?
No, I'm not talking about that. If she worked and I paid her at least $500 a week, she would get taken off of Social Security. And she has...
That's something you want.
Right. I know, but she said she had
I told myself, growing, because it's inevitable if you live in Brown County, you're going to end up on Social Security, welfare, WIC, some sort of assistance.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
EBT.
Me and Sean both told each other when we were in high school that we would starve ourselves before we asked for help from the government. We always had people like, oh, you'll say that when you're hungry. Yeah, we were hungry. We went days without food.
Right.
But we still did it.
I don't know if this is true. I heard that you couldn't become the president of the United States if you were on government assistance and stuff like that. I don't know if it's true. Someone correct me. But that was in my head. Someone told me that. I was like, well, I'm never going to do that. I had friends who were making money and somehow still were on EBT. They call it the Eat Better Today. I called it Extremely Broke Today. And when I saw Taco Bell and all these places accepting EBT, that's when I knew.
Wait, Taco Bell accepts EBT?
Oh, yeah. EBT is accepted everywhere, man. Everywhere. It's not just the certain foods you can buy. It is just everywhere. Right. So now you can use it, charge. Some people are selling their food stamps for more money.
My dad used to do that.
Yeah. People live in Section 8 homes, right? They're not bad homes. But they get a discounted rate for rent, and then they're renting out, they're subletting their place that they're renting for more money. So now they're getting that $740 a month. Then they're selling their food stamps for the profit, right? Then they're making money off of subletting, and they're making money by not even working. And you know what?
Lazy.
You know what? I'm not even mad at them because the government fucked up there.
Yeah, sure.
And because those people do those things, it makes it hard for me to be like, let's give them more funding, more money. We talked about this earlier. The issue here isn't giving them money. The issue is educating them with the money that they're given. And I don't think you can really educate that many people. You got to make them work and earn and go through the pain to get that money so that they appreciate it. People are like, well, you wouldn't know, Rod. That's not how things work. What about all the millions and billions and quadrillions of people out there that are getting assistance and need it? If there's millions and billions and quadrillions of people out there that need assistance, then we fucked up. We did something completely wrong. The United States, I don't know. We're the greatest country ever. I mean, poverty level isn't at crazy as it is in China.
Right, poverty in China is crazy.
Crazy, right? They can't even breathe. Right.
At the beginning of the month, the World Bank released its 2016 Poverty and Shared Prosperity Report. And Chinese state-run media ate it up. Why? Let's just say it made China look pretty good. I actually agree with him on one point. It's a good thing that so many Chinese people are no longer living in poverty. He just didn't tell you the terrible catch. Just because those 800 million people aren't living in poverty doesn't mean they're doing great.
So a poor person here is probably doing pretty well somewhere else. Probably doing
and there's so much the thing about in China, there's not. I mean, there's probably some opportunity, but there's not opportunity like there is in America.
No.
There's opportunity. I mean, that's why I hate when people give me excuses. There was a girl that I used to work with at this job, and then she was staying with her boyfriend, this boyfriend that she just met moved in, and she just wasn't happy with what she was saying, so she made up this lie that she was being beat by him and stuff like that.
The getting beat by the boyfriend lie.
Yeah, and
yes.
Then me and one of my coworkers, we got together. We got this plan together to help her out. And I told the guy, I said, hey, I don't want you investing your time in the wrong people. I said, you are making a mistake right now. We had a little exchange of words with that the first time I said that.
Right.
And then, I tried to explain to this girl. I said, listen. I said, because she said, I have nowhere to go. I said, listen. I said, you can do this, this, this. I laid out 5 or 6 plans.
She didn't want the solution.
And she said, I'm not doing that.
She didn't want the solution.
I'm not doing that. And that makes me so angry because if I was in her position, like her homeless position that she was in, I would have been so much better.
Oh, dude, I mean, she wanted the attention. She gets the attention. She doesn't want a solution. You give her the solution, she doesn't get attention. She doesn't get attention, she loses. And that's the thing that happens. People are just addicted to the attention of it. Woe is me. My life is so bad. Listen, even when my life sucks ass, which I shouldn't even ever just say those words. I'm mad. I take that back. Even when my life isn't as great as I'd like it to be, that's more positive spin on that. That's how I like to do it. I still always think about who could have it worse.
That's why I said too. Congo is perfect analogy.
Right.
Or the 14-year-old kids waking up to AK-47 butt stocks to the face every day, being forced to do work and not get paid.
But John, you don't live in Congo, so you shouldn't have a problem with that, John.
Is it bad that I had like 3 people come to mind I knew would say that?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm just grateful. I'm just letting you guys know we are grateful that we don't live in that situation. Yeah. Look, I could lose everything tomorrow. Nice. My equipment, my apartment, all the nice stuff I have. Take it all away from me. Don't test me, though. Don't test me. This is just an example. I was talking to my God. But you take everything away from me, I would just go crash at my friend's house, on their couch, regroup, and take over the world faster, bigger, better, over again. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't have any kids.
You can't do that.
I don't have anybody holding me back. And God help you if you try to hold me back. God help you. I will demolish you. I will eat you up and use you as energy to hit my goals if you try to hold me back. That's my determination.
Yeah, because I'm a pretty when I set goals, I hit them.
Right. You do. You definitely do. You definitely do.
Like I gotta I have very I guess emotional person. Mm-hmm. So if I do have someone holding me back, I'm always afraid to get rid of that person because I always get really attached.
Right.
So that's a little flawed.
Right. I mean, you're still talking to your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's because you guys are partners on Musical.ly, right?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No.
Not after Musical.ly took away all 70,000 followers from you and humbled you with only a meager 3,000 Musical.lyers.
Yeah.
Musical.lyans. I don't know.
Musers.
Musers.
Is what they're called. Musers.
It's so crazy. I mean, how old are you, John?
I'm 19.
He's 19. He has more facial hair than me. 19! One thing I like about hanging around the young people, the youth, like myself, I like to learn because my greatest fear is having a young kid call me that old man that can't adapt. Oh, there's Rod trying to use the keyboard with his fingers.
Look at him trying to fit in.
Look at him trying to fit in. Listen, I don't fit in because I am in. I am the planet. You remember that. But I could fit in anywhere, though, if I really wanted to. Just because I learn. I look at you, I'm like, okay, what is she doing Musical.ly? Okay, that's cool. Teach me that. What's this? Oh, wow. That's cool. Teach me that. What's that? What's that? Oh, teach me that.
What could possibly go wrong by eating a dog treat?
Oh, crap. This isn't good.
There's no reason why we shouldn't learn.
Right.
I do tell stories back in my day, we used to do this and that and this and that. But you know what? I still add, we are in today. But I believe in you, John. I believe in you. I believe in your generation. I believe I'm in your generation. I just know what a fucking home phone is. I know what a cassette player is. I know what VHS is. I know what N64 and Nintendo are. They're remaking it now, so now you guys know.
Right, I know what it is.
I've watched The Matrix. I've watched The Matrix. Have you?
I never was allowed to watch movies.
Exactly. Oh, that's because you couldn't watch movies.
That was because I wasn't allowed. I would love to watch movies. There's so many movies I have to watch.
F all those young kids that haven't watched The Matrix, because I know how. Look, this is my pickup line. I'm going to share it with all of you guys here that are listening and watching right now. My pickup line to save me from getting with anyone that's just too young is going to waste my time. It's not, hey, how old are you? Fuck that question. They got fake IDs, they got fake eyes, fake boobs, fake butts, fake personalities, fake hair, fake bags, and a fake soul. So they could fake me out with those questions. We gotta ask the right questions that bypasses all their fake security. And here's the question. Hey, do you like movies? Yeah, I love movies. Cool. Have you ever watched The Matrix? No, I never heard of it. I never. Whoa! You're 15. You are like 19 or 18 if you have not watched the freaking Matrix for sure. Give me your ID. I'm gonna escort you out of this bar.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start using it.
That's a good one. You don't need to worry about that. You're young. So, what if you could talk to somebody in their 30s or 40s? What advice would you give them on how to, connect with the youth?
How to connect with the youth?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not about connecting with you. It's about, you gotta think. Well, maybe not because you're in the gray area. Because I'm a different person because my dad is your age or around your age.
Your dad's older than me. Let's get that straight.
My dad is.
Your dad is a little bit hella older than me. Continue.
Anyways, so even Phil, because Phil is about my dad's age as well. Within 5 years. So
that's a big gap.
But so my dad was always a little younger mindset than the people I grew up. But I was raised by really old people. So I don't know the average parents for people my age are 40 to 50 years old. And I don't think it's so much as us telling them how to adapt. It's more or less how they should have raised us to adapt to them. Does that make sense?
So because you're saying we have children raising children.
Yes, that's what it is.
Children raising children. Yeah, I saw this kid called their mom Jane. I said, what? If I called my mom by her first name, the whole name wouldn't come out of my mouth. Because you know what would be coming out of my mouth? My teeth. All right? There's no way. Well, Jane, I don't think you're right. Whoa. Well, Jane, I know you're making dinner, but I'm going to have these Cheetos because they're hot. No. But it's parents are talking to their kids like they're on the same level. I don't get it. I love kids, don't get me wrong, but there has to be a respect factor. I respect anyone older than me. If you're a year older than me, I would not sit in the front seat. I will let you sit in the front seat because it's just stuff like that in my head. I don't know. I call people sir and ma'am because that's how I was raised. Even though women these days don't like to be called ma'am because they feel like it makes them feel old. I'm sorry. It's not because you're old. It's because I respect you. Right? It's not a down south thing for me. It's not an inferiority complex for me. No, sir, ma'am, you're older. Sir, ma'am. It's just that it's respect. You came before me. You know some things, even if you don't know as much as me. It's a respect thing. So it's not about adapting to you guys. It's about teaching us. But let's say a CEO of a company, like myself, wants to connect with you guys because I feel like sometimes there's a gap. Your guys' goals and what you want. I mean, I think you want Lambos. I want Lambos. Everybody wants Lambos, right? But what is your mission statement? What do you feel like your mission statement is? You get the Lambos. You get the money. You get the power. Now what do you do with all of that, John?
I mean, I personally am going to take everybody that supported me, and by everybody, besides obviously you and people that helped me get there, Sean.
Right.
And then I'm going to take a small group of people that said, hey, you're wasting your time, or good luck with that, or it's a scam. And then I'm going to get them, and I'm going to show them where I'm at.
Right.
And then it's going to be my ultimate fuck you. And then after that, my goal is I want to bring someone there with me and then keep the chain going. You know what I mean?
I like that. Maybe there isn't a gap. Maybe it's just, like you said, the way people are raised.
Yeah.
How were they raised? Were you raised like this or were you raised like that? That's where the gap is. And you know what? I think I blame this. I'm going to blame somebody right now. Live. I'm going to blame somebody. I blame all the videos I've watched. Now, my dad is very active in the church life. My dad's a great public speaker. Nobody called me Roderick. They called me Joe's son. I lived under the biggest shadow in the world, and I hated living in the shadow. My dad was so awesome. Like, my dad is fucking awesome. Yes, he will. He's a little tame now, but my dad, when he speaks, like, his voice moves mountains. Like, that's him. So, I mean, public speaking is very big in the church life, right?
Yeah.
Right. But he used to make me watch all these videos, man. Like, I watched Moses and all this stuff like that. And I see this guy who's kind of like a superhero. You know who Moses is? Do you know Moses?
In the Bible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Whew, got scared. I don't know if Brown County has different Moses or,
No.
you know. But this guy freaking threw a staff on the ground and turned to a snake and ate all the other snakes. He parted the Red Sea. He freaking went and got the freaking 10 Commandments. Just gains all day. Don't know how he held those freaking tablets. The strength of God, I guess. And then he came back and he threw the damn tablets at the statue that was the false idol, the false god. He's like, bro, I've been gone for a minute. You guys are already worshiping like this golden calf. Bam, smite. And then he's like, I'm taking all of the people that believed me and that didn't do that with me, and we're gonna go to the promised land. And I said, you know what? I like this Moses guy. Whether he's real or not, I like him. But again, he's saving the hose, man.
Moses saving.
He's saving the hose. And I said, you know what? I want to do that. I want to take all the people that don't know better and show them better and save them. I want to take them into the promised land. But the sucky thing is, Moses wasn't allowed to enter the promised land, if you know how that story ends.
I don't.
Yes. He was not allowed to enter the promised land. Sorry about the whole Bible side of things, guys. But God asked him to strike the rock twice. No, one time. So water will start flowing out of the rock. Moses struck the rock 3 times to give it kind of like a show, like a flair, like some pizzazz, right? And that's not what God asked him to do. So for disobeying God, he was not allowed to enter into the promised land. He can see it from a distance. He can say mission accomplished. He got all his people in there, but he was not allowed to enter the promised land. Now for me, I want to get my people into the promised land, and I want to enter the promised land. And the promised land is different for everyone, though. It's not one destination. So I got to be the type of person that can be able to filter through everybody's promised land definition and be the type of person that's strong enough to lead them there. Does that make sense?
It does.
And I think that's where I got my drive, like, to want to help you. All these videos I've watched, man, like, fuck it. I mean, even Jackie Chan. That dude's fucking amazing.
He is.
I mean, just people like, Rod, you love Asians. I love the Asian culture. They're just disciplined. Yeah. They're fucking humble. Not all of them. Some of the Asians
they don't disrespect their parents either.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. I mean, dude. I mean, the worst Asian person that I've ever met in my life still had a certain level of honor and respect. Not saying some of you guys are all good. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of you are bad. I've never seen an Asian person on Cops.
There's an Asian mafia.
Yeah, of course. But it's still grounded on honor, respect. I mean, you look at the Yakuza, right? That, like, dude, if I could be part of any gang, it would be the Yakuza, man. So the only way that I would get fucking killed by one of you guys is if I just basically gave you guys the F you. Yeah, I know, I'll do the right things. I'll get a tattoo on my back. You know, like, that's so cool. And then we look at the gangs here in the fucking United States. Oh,
MS-13's
blood. MS-13, the blood, the Crips. Dude, gangs were made to protect the people. Yeah, to protect the people. And then we're fighting each other, fighting other people, other gangs, and then they're fighting each other. But that's a whole conversation for another time, man. This world is so crazy. We're going to have stuff to talk about all the time. But you know what? We want to give these people what they came here for, John. They came here for your bars.
My bars. Is that what this was?
They came here for your bars, man. And you know, let me drop a really quick beat for them. I don't know if I can do this. I've never done this before. It might sound like shit, but bars anyway. Let's see. Freestyle beats. Well, what's that challenge going on?
For the
P word.
For the P challenge.
Or for the D, right?
Yeah, I'm not
okay. No, that P word challenge.
You just put for the P challenge. Yep.
Yeah. But I gotta get the oh, here's the instrumental right here.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Wait. Word. The popping starts. Oh shit.
Is that good?
I mean, I should have it going into the mixer, but you know, I'll get it linked up later.
Oh.
So drop some bars, man. Drop some bars.
Oh no, that's
But before we drop these bars, guys, I want to say thank you all for joining us on the Ear Me Out podcast with my bond JT, Jonathan, Taylor, Johnny Appleseed, aka the man, aka hairier than you, aka what the hell is there? aka with the man ROD. Once again, thanks for earing us out. Yes, it's a play on words. Yes, it's a play on ears.